hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with BF4 Newbie on Forza 6 going racing at Indianapolis. Now, this is certainly not the safest of places to take the driver tires, especially when you see such a group of them up ahead. They can occasionally have a few issues, and when we're at such high speeds, it doesn't really give the player much chance to react when suddenly there's a car park. Yeah, I don't know what went on up there. Obviously, it's nothing good. There's nothing you can do. Derp IV on GTA 5 is messing about with a police car. When the police make their presence known with some impressive stunting, yeah, that's two of them, have managed to roll their cars over. The GTA 5 police, being as useful as ever. Superfly Drifter, also on GTA 5, doing a little bit of drag racing with a Coquette. The Mopova is actually doing really well. It's holding its own in this race. I was expecting the Coquette to come flying past, but yeah, it was holding its own. The Coquette gets alongside, but crests a slight jump in the road, hits the top of a car, and goes for a big tumble, losing a door, and still it's rolling, and the bonnet for good measure. Yeah, I'd say the Mopova won in that race. Johnny on GTA 5 is doing one of the off-road races, but sort of makes his way past a couple of other cars, goes for the inside, gets launched into the air, and the tiniest of nudges on a G-Wagon, pretty sure someone in the background rolled over as well there, launches the G-Wagon off the course. The game gets angry and reckon he'd threaten the other racers. That's a little bit unfair, I think. Orchie, also on GTA 5 with the Insurgent, that is almost unstoppable, except for metro stations, that apparently can suddenly make the Insurgent go on its roof and then kind of wedge it. You can't really do too much here. The roof is so low that you can't really get the Insurgent to move. You're kind of wiggling the wheels. It moves a little bit. Yeah, that's not in the best of positions. Spinning the wheels did the trick, though. Finally got the car free, but yeah, beware of the metro stations. Apparently, they like to roll Insurgents over. Quite how? I don't know, but there we go. The Lowy 19 with a very wet and dreary day on a GTA 5. He's just kind of admiring his armoured car. Doesn't quite notice the roadworks, and a cone decides to punish him by rolling said vehicle. We've seen cars roll from many things in many games, but a cone? That takes some effort, so well done. Blackjack NZ on R-Factor with a tumbling Formula 1 car that's got the throttle stuck. As it goes around and around, the AI tries frantically to rescue it, bumps into a wall, and then all of the front falls off. Yeah, not a good start to a race. Tommy Bob on Project Cars should probably have closed the DRS before making slightly too big a movement there. As the Renault, I think it is, goes for a big tumble. That's just a sudden let go and roll across the grass. Yeah, you're not going to be recovering that car. It did keep his wheels, though, unlike the Formula 1 vehicle. So, I mean, I guess that's something. But, yeah, there's no point wiggling the wheels. It's not going to go anywhere. Poc Apollo on NASCAR 2003 gets things a little bit out of shape, then gets an assistance from another car before getting his well and truly stuck in the wall. That's not going to... The wheels are spinning, but that's never going to recover from there. Neb on Need for Speed Shift 2 goes for the aerial overtake, doesn't quite judge it right, and lands on the top of a Porsche 918. Very expensive crash, that one. Once more from interior view. Almost an amazing overtake. But yeah, that's a very heavy and very expensive shunt. Lone Variant on the crew with the monster truck trying to take some shortcuts. Of course, you know, monster truck, prime vehicle for shortcutting. Fortunately, doesn't quite realise there is a wall in the way. Smacks it into the wall, game resets the car, and now we have a monorail monster truck. Managed to get the wheels stuck either side of the wall, and it's, yeah, not going to come free from there. He tries reversing. I mean, it's an interesting monorail vehicle, certainly, but it's stuck. Driver Drive on the crew also. Now, we've seen the Monster Arena is not a place to take non-monster trucks, and sure enough, this hot rod does a wheelie, hits a jump, goes flying through the air, and the game gets all very unhappy with it. Invisible AK-47 on Just Cause 3 is driving around in one of the slower vehicles, also not exactly the strongest, as a slight bump into a lamppost, and the car is just a fireball. That is not a particularly strong vehicle. That one. Knight's Viper, also on Just Cause 3. It's going to abandon the military's Jeep in the water. The Curb had other ideas and decided to scatter said Jeep all around the town. That is a surprisingly vicious curb. I mean, we've rolled many a car off curbs. Don't normally, that's what's left of the Jeep, managed to make its way. That's an impressive explosion, with bits scattering everywhere. Yeah, curbs don't normally cause cars to explode. That is an impressively tough curb. And finally, we have Bionic Derp on Just Cause 3, bullying some of the authorities, or bullying just about everything that he can get his hands on with his armoured vehicle. However, the authorities have got new special technology in the Jeep up ahead, and as said Jeep explodes, it launches the armoured car. That is some serious flight there from the armoured car, bails out before it goes tumbling into the water. That is a seriously powerful explosion. I would be a little bit more wary of the authorities from now on there. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. If you have clips you would like to submit to this series, then you can via our forums. There will be a link in the description. At the very top is the FailRace clip submission section, and there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. But that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.